The Course in Miracles experiment, day 92. Look past appearances. Man's concept of his world, built on the experience of the five senses, is no longer adequate and in many cases no longer valid. Shafika Karagula. The planet you call home is spinning at a rate of roughly 930 miles per hour. It's orbiting the sun at an astonishing 66,486 miles per hour. But unless you just polished off a few pitchers of beer, you probably aren't aware of any such movement. That's one tiny example of how we distort reality. Very early on, say sometime around birth, our minds established a pattern of perception and then proceed to filter out everything else. In other words, we only experience things that jibe with our very limited perception. In E Squared, I mentioned the girl from the Philippines who said it was weeks, if not months, after arriving in the United States before she noticed that some Americans had red hair, including people she knew and dealt with on a regular basis. Red hair was inconsistent with what she had been conditioned to see and expect. So for months, she was subjectively blind to red hair, seeing it as the brunette of her culture. Our brains are designed to be efficient, not accurate. So we take the 400 billion bits of information that are offered each second, and we begin screening. We begin narrowing. I'll take that bit of information over there, and let's see, this one fits nicely with my ongoing soap opera about the opposite sex. Lesson 92 tells me all concepts and judgments, all things I take for granted, are distortions, and that true seeing only comes through light. It says I'd roll over laughing if I really understood the mental derangement that passes for thought. When I see through my eyes, which basically report a carbon copy of my beliefs, I see weakness, lack, and division. But there is another way of seeing, through the strength of light. Today, I'm grateful that as I give up the hologram I see with my eyes, I begin to see the radiance, the brilliance, and the love that shows up in light. 22. Apply as needed. Thank you for joining me on this A Course in Miracles journey. Speak to you tomorrow. And before you go, remember to hit that like button and hit subscribe.